So yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know my history. They just think, Wu-Tang and all this shit. They don't even know my affiliation to Mobb Deep. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? They don't know, like, you
Right. That was
know,
my next question too, literally. How'd you end up meeting infamous Mob and all that?
love my infamous Mobb brothers, man. Godfather, Part 3, Ty Nitty, Twin, you know what I'm saying? Noid. Those are my bros. Those are my brothers, man. Yo, those are my brothers. Um, okay. So they came out with this record, this album called Blood Thicker Than Water. I love that album. And they had a DVD that came along with it. Back then, when dinosaurs roamed the earth, they had CDs.
What dinosaurs roamed
So,
the earth?
you know what I'm saying? It came with a DVD, first of its kind. And I watched the DVD. I was like, oh, I want to fuck with these brothers. So I'm sitting home nursing my son, right? And I was like, yo, I gotta meet these dudes. So around that time, that's when we had Facebook. Not Facebook, excuse me. MySpace. Excuse me. MySpace. Okay. So I reached out to Godfather on MySpace. At that time, um, I had just started managing Capadonna at that time. So I reached out to them on MySpace and Godfather hit me up. I was like, yo, man, you know, I want to fuck with y'all, da da da. I told him who I am and what I do. And he's like, yo, come to the bridge, man. Meet me at the bridge. Come to Queensbridge. I used to hear about Queensbridge all the time, but I never went over there until I met Godfather. So I was like, I bet. My man was like, yo, you going to Queensbridge? He's like, yo, you don't want to go to Queensbridge, G. I'm like, why not? He's like, yo, that shit is crazy over there. Da da da, shoot niggas, da da da. I was like, they shoot niggas everywhere. You know what I'm saying? What, yo? Come on, man. It's Queens, nigga. What you doing? So me and my man went. So we went over there. So he was scared to death. So I was like, yo, just park the car. I'll get out. You sit in the car and I'll stand out. So I told Godfather wanted me to meet him on 41st. So I met him on 41st. He had he came through deep. It was a mob of them niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm like, yo, what up, God? What up, Sheek? He's like, yo, what up, Sheek? You know what I'm saying? So it was a whole mob of them dudes, G. I'm telling you. Um, he told everybody that was with him, he's like, yo, this dude I was telling you about, man, Iron Sheik, man, from Wu-Tang, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? He managed Capadonna, whoa. So everybody was like, oh, word? Because they was like giving me the side eye at first, you know what I'm saying? So once Godfather introduced me, everybody like, man, cool and shit. So we was talking, and that was my first time in the bridge. He walked me around. We went everywhere in the bridge. We went to Burning. We went everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Whole 41st side. Showed me what Nas building is at and all that. We went to the Aki store with the Arabs be making the chopped cheese. Took me all around Queensbridge. This is at night too. Um, so we kicked it for a minute and shit. I was like, yo, G, I want to fuck with you. I love your album. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if we can make something happen. And that's when I met him. You know what I'm saying? And then Godfather wanted me to come back around when they go to the studio with Pete. And at the time, they was working on, I think it was Infamy. I think it was Infamy, the album Infamy. That's when I met P and yeah, they was working on Infamy and shit. And Infamous Mob was working on reality rap album at the same time. So they took me to the studio. We went to Manhattan and shit. And we was in the studio and we were just kicking in. And that's when I met P and then Havoc wasn't there. Havoc was at his studio, and I think it's like Middle Village, Queens somewhere. And we met up with Hav later though. You know what I'm saying? But that was my whole thing. Godfather is the one that brought me in the mob. You know what I'm saying? He had me to get my my little dragon on my hand. I had to get okay though. Godfather was the one that brought it to everybody. He was like, yo, I want to bring Shiek in. Noy was like, cool. You know what I mean? And ended up working with Noy and managing Noy. I ended up managing Infamous Mob, Noy, and Illa G. That's how I know Illa G. You know what I'm saying? So, I just started fucking with the mob, man, and, straight like that. I got Infamous Mob, their first major show. Like I thought, because they was with Mobb Deep, they was, bigger than what they actually were. But come to find out, you know what I'm saying, they didn't even really have any show experience at the time. So, I got them a show, some good shows. I got them a show with Pat Poosey, K Slay. I think we was in Connecticut, the Street Sweepers tour. That's when K Slay discovered Pat Poos. And then I got them a show at BB King's in Manhattan, opening up for Rakim. And Rakim was shooting his DVD for that show.
Wait, did you knew Pat Poos since back then?
Yeah, I met Pat Poos back then because my uncle was teaching Pat Poos. My uncle Allah B.
Oh wow. Were you really tight with K Slay and Street Sweepers?
I met that's how I met Slay. Because Allah B was with me. He traveled with us with Infamous Mob.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I met Slay and Pat Poos. He didn't even know they was gonna be there. I didn't even really know. But he introduced me to them. That's how I met them. You know what I'm saying?
You know my bro, Big Lou?
Who?
Big Lou. He was signed to Street Sweepers at one point from Camden.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about the inner workings of Street Sweepers.
Oh,
all I know is that I just met K, Slay, and Pat Poos because they had a show. They was performing that night. You know what I'm saying? And then, the next show I did for them, because we was in and out, you know what I'm saying? The next show I did for them, I got them all was with Big Rakim at SOBs. No, BB King's, excuse me. At BB King's. And man, you know what I'm saying? And like, P was there that night too. He came through that night to support the mob. That was dope. I mean, LG was there too. It was all there. All of us was there. All right. So yeah, man, it was an L night. But yeah, man, no. They never even did a show before I hooked them up with a show. You know what I mean? Their first time. I was like, wow, I didn't do no shows. Mobb Deep? That's crazy. He's like, yeah, we went with them while they did shows. We was there part of the entourage, but nah, we never performed. I was like, wow, didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
What was your relationship like with Prodigy and Havoc?
One thing I gotta say is they treated me with respect. They never, act like funny in front of me or anything like that. It was always peace with them. I saw Prodigy more than I seen Havoc. So we recognize each other more than me and Havoc did. You know what I mean? Because P was always with Godfather and Twin Nitty when Nitty was around. So they was always together. You know what I'm saying? Then, that's when Alchemist was also there too. But far as like being in the hood, I when I see them, you know what I mean? Like, for example, the show at BB King's, I didn't even know P was going to be there. I happened to jump in the van, you know, the rap van, and I want to talk with Godfather. Man, in reality, I want to get on Godfather because I'm like, yo, why you driving a fucking van around the city and you supposed to be inside BB King's right now? And when I walked in, I jumped in the van, yelling at Godfather, and I happened to walk past Pete and didn't see him. I was so lit. And I'm like, yo, close that door for me, yo. And I didn't even know I was talking to Pete. You know what I'm saying? I told Pete, yo, close that door for me, yo. I was hot. Cause I'm like, this nigga out here, Twin and Nitty is in the spot, get ready to go on stage. This nigga circling the block with the van. I'm like, nigga, if you don't park this fucking van and get your ass in the fucking. So we had, I'd get, and then when I turned around and saw it was Pete, I was like, oh, my bad, God. He was like, it's all good, it's all good. You doing your thing, you handling your business. I was like, yeah, man, my bad, Lord. That's the big homie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He could tell me to take this off. You know what I mean? Like, yo, my bad, God. I didn't see you. It was dark. I was like livid with but he went to go pick up P. That's what happened. You know what I mean? He went and picked P up to bring him to the show. So after all the smoke cleared, I learned that. I'm like, yo, all you have to do is fucking tell us that, yo. Don't disappear on us. You know what I mean? But anyway, so we go in there, me, P, Godfather, we all go in the venue and shit, backstage. I bring them to rock him and all that. You know what I'm saying? And now they get ready to go on stage and shit and rock the show. But that's how it happened. Anytime I see P, it's always love, man. It's always love. Like, always love, man. You know? It's always love. You know? I miss that brother, man. I miss him so, so, so much. Like,
Yeah, man.
it's really hard to listen to music knowing he's not here.
Most definitely, man.